you know, your tent, your sleeping bag and stuff like that. If you go in camping on your own, you don't need anything more. That obviously you don't want to carry a big massive tent. No battery. So you don't want to carry a big massive tent. You ain't going to have, you're not going to go camping on your own and carry a tent that's big enough for the whole family. You're going to want to have a one-man tent. Me personally, a one-man tent's a bit too small for me because I'm a fat. So I prefer using a two-man tent. That way it gives me enough room for me to, you know, to sleep in, and obviously for me to have my kit in, for me to cook any food on my stove if I want to cook food on the stove, although I do prefer cooking food out on a fire. But so it's just a little bit more comfort. So I would recommend personally, if you're a big person, to have a two-man tent for yourself, unless you really like the claustrophobic feel and you want to have like a bivy bag or, you know, a one-man tent or anything like that. Alternatively, obviously Hammock, which we recently tried out at White Forest, which I think is absolutely brilliant. DD Hammock, DD make a hammock, which we purchased, which was can't fault it. Really, yeah, maybe one or two little things like I would tweak on it, but it would literally just be to do with the under compartment where you would put your sleeping mat. But other than that, like change it from Velcro to maybe studs or something like that, because it's quite easily opened and that. But other than that, DD hammocks, you know, brilliant. 2 thumbs up for them. The DD tarp, which you can use with the hammock, obviously a 3x3. I think they do them slightly smaller, and I think they actually do them bigger as well, different colours. So it just depends on where you want to camp. If you're camping in the woodlands, me personally, I would go with a hammock. It's just a lot easier, a lot more compact, I suppose. You know, the ground tends to be uneven, so a hammock is ideal for that. But obviously if you're out on the coast or you're out up in the hills and stuff like that, then obviously you want to take yourself a tent. So, but I would recommend looking into the tents, finding out what's right for you, what's right for your budget, and just don't be quick to just buy something because it's cheap. Spend the extra money on getting a good tent, spend the extra money on getting a good sleeping bag, a good ground mat, because those are going to make your night more comfortable. Those are going to make you want to come back and do camping again. If you buy cheap tents and cheap hammocks and cheap sleeping bags and all that kind of, basically you're going to wake up in the morning and feel the worst night's sleep and just feel like, you know what, for me, like I can't be arsed with it, you know what I mean? Like I just, it's so just spend the extra money, do a little bit of research yourself. If there's anything, like I say, that we can help you with, then let us know. Like, you know, we ain't professionals or anything, you know, like Bear Grylls or Ray Mears or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just, you know, I could have said 2 different better names than Bear Grylls and Ray Mears, to be fair with you. Thinking there, you're gonna think like, you know, shouts out to Cole Cracker, you know, I get a lot of stuff from him. Corporal's Corner, get a lot of stuff from him. Dave Canterbury, get a lot of stuff of knowledge for him. You know, who's that bloke now that wrote the SAS? Lofty Wiseman.